We got the oldest team in the league. What you expect?
Nah,
It wasn't that, bro.
you expected them to be in the playoffs at least, bro.
They
Yeah,
just
you should have started Malik Monk a long time ago.
they just have a trash organization from top to bottom. They're cheap. We still paying Luau Dang.
Really?
Yes.
Is he even in the league?
No.
That's crazy.
Whole organization is trash. We got Kobe's, rest in peace, agent as the GM. Wow. What experience does he have?
Kobe's agent.
Man, please. It's like they're a family business.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And it's
Try
like
to keep it in the family.
we bringing everybody like that's been in the family. Like they don't know what they're doing. Stop it.
Even with some of the things that Bron orchestrate.
Don't get me started on him.
You know what I'm saying? It's like with the whole rush shit, I really feel like that had a lot to do with Bron. It's like he had to okay that. And for him to be like, yeah, I want that over the other things he could have gotten, it's just like, bro, like you're mentally, like, as far as like this, like, you know, picking pieces, you're not there. Like, you can't do that. You don't need to have that authority or that.
Listen,
I feel like you have to be like, it's like a puzzle. Like you really have to be on the outside looking in to really see. Because if you're a great player, you think you're going to be great with whoever you play with. When that's really not reality. Like you
that
have
roster
to,
they got is
yeah,
not it.
you have to plug and play different people. You have to be able to move different pieces around. It's just like they have a lot of the same players.
Yeah.
And none of them play D.
And then on top of that, it's like the teams that win championships or the teams that's consistently winning or have won in recent history, they have like you saying, pretty much like those pieces that work with their main star.
Yeah.
It ain't like, oh, I just put a bunch of stars together and just made it work.
They'll figure it
You
out.
know what I'm saying? Like that kind of helped. That kind of worked in the bubble, but that's not going to be an every year thing.
No,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
team,
Like,
that was a good team they had.
yeah, it
that won
was.
the bubble.
But it still was like kind of like, oh, we gonna piece it together in the beginning. We gonna figure it out. They thought they could do the same thing with Russ. It's like, oh, we gonna get right back, and it's like, no,
We
bro.
got Russ, we got Melo, we gonna bring Dwight back. We got Rondo,
No, you can't do
we
that.
got Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk.
None didn't even play.
And he ain't even play at all. Yeah, this year was not it for the Lakers.
Nah, it started off bad.
Yeah,
And they never
then
figured it out.
never
Bron
figured
got
it
hurt. AD got hurt, and AD kept getting hurt.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't get me wrong. Bron, all-time great player. Whether he or not he's the GOAT, you know, I'm gonna let y'all debate that. Whoever the GOAT is, I just know. Give me MJ, Bron, Kobe in no particular order. Top three ever. But sometimes, like his body language, like as a leader on the team,
It's terrible.
sucks.
It's terrible.
It sucks, and it like brings everybody down. Cause you Bron, of course, everybody looking at you. You are Bron. Like no matter what situation they're in, they believe that you can do something to get them out of that situation, or you're gonna figure a way out. And it's just like his body language sometimes it's just like, even when he's not playing on the sideline, it's just like, well, I'm laughing, like I'm good, I'm getting mine, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what it kind of comes across as. Nah, I don't know his leadership style. I'm not in the locker room or anything, but
He don't appear to be good.
yeah, but
He
just
never
from the
really
outside,
take accountability on his own. I never really see him be like, yo, my bad. It's always there's something mess up, even if it's his fault. He pointing or he talking to somebody.
what y'all doing?
Talking to the ref. It's like, dog, like suck it up and go to the next play.
Oh, he gave up 5 points a game just arguing about a foul, at least.
Like that's the only criticism I have for Bron. Really.
Then I see Russ doing the same thing.
And that should rub off. That rub off on your team.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna be interesting to see what they do.
It's definitely from the top down. They ain't got much.
People scared to like to really assert themselves. It's like, oh, like I don't want to mess up Bron here. Let me just kick it back to him.
Yeah.
So then you can't grow. Like it's really Bron really stopped a lot of people from growing. Like because we see like as soon as somebody leaves, they prosper. As soon as they leave, like look at what happened to Bi. Prospered.
But that's because they use Bron as the primary ball
That's
handler.
a crutch, And my thing is, you have to.
The whole time.
Yeah, I think you have to let the point guard be a point guard if you have one on your team.
Yeah.
Or just be honest about who LeBron is. He's a ball dominant big point guard. Like that's like if you really gonna be honest, he's the point guard on your team if you have Bron on your team. So that's why you have to like plug different players around him. And I mean, he worked well with Rondo because like I feel like Rondo was a seasoned point guard, and you know he's his own man too. So it's just like, you know, I've been here. You know, like we have a mutual respect.
A few buckets back in the day.
Yeah, like we have a
Cavs, right?
we have a mutual respect. Like, and I can kind of put different people in their place. And Rondo can play off the ball. He can play on the ball, whatever. But you know, I just think you got to be honest about who he is, and LeBron has to be more honest about who he is as he like ages too, because like you can't be that ball dominant for 80 games and you 39.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think now it's just all about breaking records. Like I don't even think he care about the championship no more. But I think that
after he saw how sorry they were.
Yeah, I think that bubble year kind of put the battery back in his back. But then after that, it's just like we ain't really there. What we gonna do to get back there? And until we get back there, I'm just gonna really pat my stats up. That's how it looks.
Yeah, and AD, you don't get a pass either. We coming to you. He and like I know everybody say that who's on like TV talking sports, like they were basically supposed to pass the torch to AD as like the best player, like the go-to player on the team, and he just sometimes look like he don't want to hoop. Is because I watch every Lakers game that I can, and sometimes he comes out, and I'm just like, bro, do you want to play today? You clearly are the most talented player on the court. Like
It takes him a little bit to get going.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know.
Then it'd be too late because they playing catch up, and it's like he might end with 30, but it's like a catch up game, and you probably lose by 5 or something like that. So, or then you just hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it's been all year for me for AD. It's like you ain't been on the court long enough to really show you the greatest or to get the torch at all. You pass to you. You ain't.
I was about to say not this year.
Trying to get to the torch,
you know
bro. Shit, for the past 5 years, like, bro, do something different.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like he
praise.
He been injured for years, bro.
Some sage around the crib, something.
Yeah, hit Kyrie up, see what he do for the sage.
Yeah, but we bringing back the same team next year because we ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Hey, we make no trades at the trade deadline. You couldn't. Nobody want that Russ contract. Like we can get that off.
I think their team gonna look different next year.
I don't see how.
I think it's gonna look different. I ain't saying
like
we get drastically different.
We can get Kendrick Nunn back and then have Malik Monk still. I like them 2 young players. I was saying that all year, but I just don't want Russ there.
Yeah, I don't mind, and I really don't mind Carmelo because Carmelo hooped this year, and I feel like their team. Their team is definitely built for the playoffs, but you got to get there.
Mm-hmm. And then you in the West.
Yeah.
Even if you was in the East, they probably wouldn't have made it.
Yeah. Like, you got to get there first.